Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. We are finally going to get our pigs. I have a caravan preparing right now that is going to yield us 33,371 monies. So that's going to be great. We need just a little bit more, but that's going to be a good amount. We can get some seeds with that. We can get our pigs with that. It's going to be awesome. This caravan has porcelain. It's got the red ticket things. It's got the fireworks, obsidian, lanterns, a few ovens, and some gears. I'm not really sure where the heck we got these gears from. Probably some event at some point. Same with the ovens. The ovens were going for a good amount of money, and I don't really need them now. Eventually, we could probably get into some oven action. I think that would be... Is it the kiln? No? You'd think that a kiln would have an oven. We'll have to find what that would be a buff for. I can't think of it off the top of my head what the oven goes into. Maybe the blacksmith. Let's see. Blacksmith? Nope. Anyways, we'll figure it out. But that is about to leave. It is currently leaving. Look at that. Awesome. The last caravan we were going to need. Well, until we get our pigs. Once we get a good stockpile of porcelain coming in and a bunch of other stuff, maybe, we're going to definitely use the... well, I don't know what it would be called. Like a repeat, a cycle of them coming back, refueling, and going back out over and over and over and over again. We did just get a bunch of immigrants, and I put a couple people back in our research institutes. I've sprinkled them in here and there, trying to get some builders back, a couple repair people back, just trying to get our stuff back in action, as well as working on some of the basic things. As you know, our food, water, and medicine is not doing great. Neither is our domestic fuels. The only thing really doing well is our timber. But to address the food issue, we got these wonderful cactuses and Cactus Workshops from Carlos, and we noticed that 1,000 cactus cuts a year. That's pretty dang good. So I have 2 more. Well, another one, I put 4 workers in there to yield us even more cactus cuts. So we should be doing really great with cactus cuts coming in. We have a good stockpile of cactuses, 4,000. So these should be good to go for a little bit. We'll see how our food looks like after a year or so. We have 3 more plantations ready to go. These will be great once we have the new season here. It's a little late to get started planting. It's already August. So those 6 people I'm going to take out of there for now. But that's great. We got those guys ready to roll. And we're just going to slowly keep working our way this way. And once those pigs get here, we are going to plop them into our pastures here. We do have a tech point ready, and we are working towards corrals. So animal slaughter is our next deal we're going to get. The output of products other than meat when animals are slaughtered is doubled. Activate that. So we are going to get that, and that's going to help with leather, that's going to help with poop, that's going to help with feathers, all sorts of good stuff. We are hurting. I thought we were doing not so great with leather, but 873 is pretty good stockpile leather. Feathers is about 900. So those things are going all right. A couple issues I found were vendors were had died, and I didn't notice. So the people that were around, of course, weren't getting anything. So I fixed that. We have this little area built up, ready to roll now. We have everything being employed. Got the clinic, we got the bathhouse, police station, theater, church. All this stuff is good to go. I noticed that we had a murderer, which was very interesting because we were at about these many smiley faces. And usually murders come about when you don't have happiness. Now, this is an average. So when we had this area that didn't have the happiness things, like the police station and the theater, these people were mad. So once I got that turned on, it was good to go. So we don't have the murder running around anymore. You see, we don't have any of the prompts over on the left here. And then I did put in another plantation over here. We have a distillery and 2 warehouses. This is just to kind of localize a little bit of production. I'll probably do... I was thinking about doing a food source, but if we got our distillery here, it might make sense to put some agave in that the field right there. I'm not really sure what our agave stocks are looking like. Definitely check that out here. Just a moment. 1,600. Not good, not bad, just fine. That's so. With another distillery, coming in, we might want to have a little bit more agave being created. And let's go ahead and get these other farms prepped for the next season. And we're just gonna leave these two open for now, just to kind of hold on to our extra laborers there. Don't want to go too wild with it. And I'm gonna grab some food that's around town here. I've been doing this pretty much every winter to try and have as much food coming in as we can, just scraping by. We're at almost 2,000 now, so that's okay, but that's right after harvest season. So 2,000 probably isn't going to bring us all the way to the next harvest season, so we're going to do some supplemental gathering. Wow, 9,000 poop in there. Holy cow. Okay, so we're probably going to need a compost plant. This guy is another thing that takes up water. So the water was, of course, another issue we talked about at the beginning of the episode. I put in 2 more big wells. I don't think that's going to cut it. We have a lot of things that are starting to use water, paper distillery, the compost thing, and we are going to need to get into this clean water tech pretty soon here. Once we get our corrals, I think we'll go into that. The reservoir does a great job at providing a good amount of water, and at this point we could really use like 2 or 3 of them. And I was thinking about plopping them along this lake here, and of course we could put some on the river too. That's always a possibility. So I just want to check to see how our caravan's doing. 59 days. They should be appearing very soon, and that's like right on time for our tech points, which is great. I did not remove the students from here. I've been wanting to. Oh, they're still in there. The immigrant batch came at a good time with 17 workers in it, so that was a good amount. Let's check out our Cactus Workshops here. I just wanted to see what this yielded. 628, not too bad. I'm not sure how this one is like a 400 more, but yeah, the transfer station's right here, the warehouse is right here. I did put in 3 more warehouses up here to get try and increase the efficiency a little bit, so we weren't walking so far away. Some of you pointed out that, especially down here, we had some fields that lost a ton of yield, and it just wasn't any good. So I'm trying to get that stuff fixed. Let's see if we can find, like, yeah. So like, yeah, these are good examples. 420 and 246. I'm not sure like where these guys were going to turn in those peas, but obviously it wasn't as near as these guys were going. I would assume that everybody's just dumping stuff in the transfer station, but I guess that's probably not how it's working. It doesn't seem like it. Caravan returned to the town. Okay. They're running out of fuel and getting frostbite. Why is this weird? I was like attached to my mouse there for a second. We know that the domestic fuels are hurting right now. So since we got a couple of our people back, I'm gonna put one of them into the sawmill. We're gonna use some of that poop up and make ourselves some more domestic fuels. We got a new rep level, so this is level 2 now. So that is going to unlock us rough clothes made with agave, and then unlock the recipe for generating tech experience using rope at the Research Institute. Interesting. Okay, so that would tell me that these guys should have a thing for rope. Use rope to boost efficiency. Can we double up? No. Okay, I'm gonna still use paper. We don't have a good enough rope production, I don't think. What do we got for rope? 508. That's not bad. Corrals and our plantations are going to be using up our ropes right now. And oh, here's where my other workers went. I was wondering what happened to them. I'm not gonna man that stuff yet. Actually, we could do the distillery up here, so we'll do that. Agave. Okay, and now we have that new tech point, so let's go ahead and we're going to get ourselves the corral. Yeah. Okay, we got the corral now. I think we're gonna start with the first one. That's gonna be as far right there. And can I get you in here? Okay, that'll work. That's not ideal, but it'll work. And we'll do our roads, of course. Attach these guys like so and like so. Okay, now we need to put in our order for our piggies. So we're going to do that. We're gonna need a couple workers. Those 5-7 people, however many it was, that came back from the caravan got eaten up pretty quickly, so they aren't around anymore. So we need to have a worker here. Lance, I think you have to have a worker. Maybe you don't. We're gonna order 1 pig. That's 22,502. So that leaves us with a little bit. So if we go seeds, we talked about cotton seeds before. We can do that. We can even do a little bit more. Okay, so let's see. Sugar cane or beets would be good. We want to have something that's going to produce us some sugar eventually here. I'll probably get into that in the next couple of episodes, especially now that we have the plantations. So let's go ahead and we'll get the, I don't know, we'll go sugar cane. Let's get a fruit here. So let's go with, I don't think we've ever done plums, so we'll do plums. 52,000. Let's make that order and get that all those goodies on the way. I'm super excited. We can finally do the pigs. We can finally get cotton started. It's gonna be so nice to have that stuff finally. But we want to have some stuff prepared for that stuff. Well, we have the pigs that are going to go into the empty pastures that we have right now, and we need to have some groves for our plums that we just got. So I'm kind of thinking about this little area right up here could be decent enough for some plum action. So let's go H, hide our trees, and I'm going to kind of go, I like to do 10 by 10s. You don't really have to, but I'm going to do that for now. How far can we go here? I'll go 10 by 10 here. Okay, that'll work. We'll do 10 by 10 on this side as well, and then I will what? How does, that's not the same? Gotta be the same, dude. We're gonna go 10 by 10 up here. I'm doing one over for the road, of course, and then we'll do like so. Looks like we're about 2 stretched over, 2 I said. There we go. Okay, all right, great. So that should work decently. I'm gonna put I was gonna do a dirt road, but I changed my mind. Do a cut stone road to tie this up, and you know we're probably gonna need a transfer station up over in here somewhere to get that stuff shared and moved around, especially since this is going to be the only spot that's producing the plums. So we'll do that, get that guy rolling. Our ship has arrived. Excellent. So now if we hit I, we should have a bunch of new stuff. Plums, cotton, and pigs. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's go over here. You, piggies, go. Dave, doing it up for us. Wonderful. We only have 1 pig right now, so there's no point in really doing the rest of that stuff yet. Once the pigs breed and there's enough pigs, we'll slowly spread out. It's going to take a while, and then we'll eventually get into these corrals for sure. I'm thinking that these are both going to be pigs, and well, the output for this stuff should be better now. 934 leather, that's great. How are we doing on clothing? Yeah, see, all these basic things that are coming back to bite us because we're not keeping up with them well enough. But now that we got the pigs in, eventually our food is going to be super good. We won't even have to think about it anymore. And it looks like it's already doing pretty good. 4,000 is decent compared to what we had before. Super nice to have a little bit of stockpile of food. Now we just need to worry about water. How is this going over here? So these things are completed. It looks like they're just recently done because they have no yield for last year. So 2 more big wells, 4 more people getting us water. Let's see. Ivan has replaced Zelda as a herds person. So we are going to need to do this yet again. Back off some of our research so we have some spare workers. I could do our builders, but I'm not going to yet. I'm just going to leave it as is. Get that stuff finished up here. And then once we get another batch of immigrants, there they are. Excellent. We'll have all sorts of new food going on up there. We're going to have lots of pigs. It's going to be great. And in the meantime, we talked about getting the compost plant, but we never put it in. So we have our transfer station right here. Let's put it in like right here. So I'm thinking by the transfer station because once it's done and producing us fertilizer, we can get it shared throughout this whole space and then even up into the orchards up here, or groves up here. So that's why we wanted to do that, and that'll be great. We'll use up some of that dung that we're producing, and we're making a ton of it extra now, as well as burning it up as domestic fuel over here. Oh, it looks like our person died. Taylor died and a woodcutter died. Okay, so we're gonna have to back off even more research people, and let's find that Taylor, probably right here, and a woodcutter. And that's obviously right here. Oh, it looks like we don't have enough people, so. Farmer died to death, froze to death. Okay, yeah, we know it's cold. And, oh, you know what we should do? We need to have another village down here. Another one of the marketplace and a little area to live. So that the people who are running this don't have to go so far to warm up, to eat, to drink, all that other stuff. Because all like if this person here is cold, as long as they don't live over here, they have to go all the way over here to get back warm and food and all that other stuff. So if we do another village down here, at least it's kind of close. That's the danger of kind of doing what I did here, is like grouping all this stuff up. And that's why we also started to move over here for production of other stuff. So we're not so concentrated, so we don't have to worry about that as much. What we could do is like a little marketplace. You can get a small marketplace, and we could do like a small little town over here. That might not be the worst idea I've ever had. So of course you could use the regular marketplace, but maybe we'll end up doing it. So this is the guy I'm thinking of, the small marketplace. 5x4 works the same, it's just smaller. So you could do that too. This is another thing that we need to get into eventually here. All the things, of course, baskets, pocket expansions, backpack, and hand carts. All this stuff is great for efficiency. It's gonna help, you know, get our people to and fro, and that would also fix this issue of, you know, things not getting harvested all the way. It's less travel distance for everybody who's moving stuff, and everything just goes a little bit quicker. So it's gonna be good. We need to have that eventually here. We had another farmer die, a water fetcher die. Okay, so let's see. We want to have 3 farmers. Okay, we're missing 1 right here. Okay, yeah. So I was really hoping that the plantations were going to let us get away with 2 people working, but it doesn't really seem like it. I do, of course, need to put in some of our iron tools and some hoes. It doesn't look like I have any of those yet over here. So let's do that. We'll do some upgrades. We should... How are we doing with these? What do we have? 316? Yeah, I'm going to use a couple of them. We'll use 200 of them. So it's 50 each times 4, 200. I'm just going to hang out, and we're going to wait for those other immigrants to get here, and then we are going to, well, grab those immigrants and see what else we can do. Be right back. I'm bringing you back early because what in tarnation is this? What the heck is this thing? A fierce man-eating monster, Nian, came to the town. It was told that this monster will slaughter people and livestock, so how are we going to deal with it? Oh no, scared away with firecrackers. You mean the firecrackers that I just sold to Carlos? Oh, you're killing me, game. Let's feed it. So if this guy's here to do this stuff, he's probably hungry. Oh boy, let's see. The hungry monster ate a lot of food and killed some villagers before leaving. Oh no. How many villagers? Okay, so we're at 221 and 107. Doesn't seem like anything happened. Weird. Oh yeah, I was replacing the cemetery and I saw that thing. I was like, what the heck? Never saw that before. It's a Lunar New Year thing, so cool. Yeah, so we're still waiting on the immigrants, of course, but a little update, I guess, in between here since I gotcha. Got all of the groves ready to roll. Yeah, put plums on that guy. They're all built up. This transport station is good to go. I'm gonna kick that person out of there for now. We got all that stuff built up over here. We are currently gathering up some food from around the town because it's wintertime. And I'm really thinking about not replacing maybe these ones up here, these fields, and putting warehouses in here instead. I just think it would be better. I watched when they got cold, a huge waste of food again. Lots of peas got wasted. You can see here that's got almost 100 difference. So yeah, I'm thinking like if the warehouses are much closer, then it should be much better. So I think that's what I'm gonna do next season. So you know what? While we're here, flax seeds. We'll make this back into flax seeds. We have 2 people to do that, and then we are going to turn this off. Demolish one of these, and then once that's taken care of, we'll get warehouses in here. And I think like I said, I think I'll do the whole row warehouses. And yeah, that's where we're at. Still hurting on people, just kind of hanging out, just waiting, pretty much letting the game play out. I just want to bring it back and see that giant black ghosty frog thing. But anyways, be back again in a moment. All right, 17 more friends to join the town. We got them. That's gonna put us at 25 free laborers, which is just great. First thing first, I want to get these groves started up. So we're gonna get 2 of them working, since 4 of our laborers gone already. And then these Cactus Workshops, look at this, 866. 1160, so great. We are absolutely going to put more people working on these, 4 more. Just, I can't get over how good those are. I'm so happy about those. We have our new workshop up over here, and now it's got this kind of maze ugly thing going on over there. Clean that up as time goes on here. We do have 3 piggies now, so it's gonna start to get quicker and quicker. And we'll spread those guys out. We have an administrator's term that has expired. We'll deal with that in just a moment. I'm gonna throw some more people back into these research institutes. Gonna get some more builders again. It's hard to keep up with all this stuff. Repair shop's only got 1. You don't have anybody yet. I thought I had a builder over here. Apparently not. Maybe it's over on this side. Okay, perfect. Do another builder there. We're gonna put us at 13. Let's go ahead and it's got some water coming in. We'll get this guy working over here. Get a transfer station working on. And yeah, what else are we gonna do? Let's just put some more people in research institutes. And then with those 4 more people in the cactus fields, that's gonna be great. I don't think we're gonna need another. I think our food will be taken care of. What I'm trying to say. Everything is in the green over here from the last season, which is great. I'm gonna put in another person in the nursery now that we can, and I might as well put 2 more people in the dock, and then we'll be at 6 labors. We'll see how long that lasts us. Probably not very long. But there we go. Oh, I forget that you have to tell the fishermen to get fish out of the lakes. Okay, so that's good to go. I forgot that we turned off our sand pits over here. We're hurting for sand and clay, but we had to work on the basics again, so that's what we're dealing with. All right, and let's see. So yeah, how many? What do we got for cactuses? Still 5,000. That's really good. We got to keep an eye on that if we're using up this many. Oh, you're not making fodder. No. Food. There you go. If we're using this many cactuses, we're gonna need to make sure that we are continuing our production of them too. We don't want to run out. And did we ever build that compost place? Oh, we did. It's been working. Okay, I didn't realize that it was working. What do we got for fertilizer? There's nothing stored up. That doesn't surprise me. All of these things are calling for fertilizer. Oh, the manager, or the term expired here. Let's see what we can get here. Health plus 20. We're gonna go health. I don't care about ships coming in yet. But it looks like our clothing has finally hit a wall here. So we are going to need to get another tailor in. What are you? You're out of linens? Oh, okay. Can we do feathers and linen or leather? No, we can do wool and leather. Heck yeah. All right, down jackets. There we go. So that was the tripping point for that, I guess. Advanced tailor. We're gonna need another one. Let's put this guy right about there. What are you? Sawmill? Oh yeah, that's the poop guy. Okay, that'll work. 4 laborers. It's nice when we get those immigrants in to kind of just fill in the spots that have been kind of choked a little bit. And here comes winter. So we are going to look at all that stuff. Look at all that stuff that's getting taken away. Just, it hurts. Hurts so bad to see all that food get wasted. We have to get our efficiency figured out over there for sure. There we go. Do this again like I do every year. Get that food picked up, and then we do have a slot right here. Plantation for peas. We could. Oh, I'm calling rice. That'll work too. Well, let's demo these things. Get that stuff out of there, and then this road doesn't need to be there. And then we'll leave that other road in there for now, and then we'll get some more warehouses put up over here. And I'm really thinking about putting in another little village. I know I mentioned that already, but I really think it would be beneficial with this efficiency. I even thought about like knocking some of this stuff out of here and putting it in the middle, but I don't think that's really worth it. I think if we do another one down here, it should be pretty close. And if we get the other efficiency stuff figured out, like I was talking about up here, baskets and whatnot, that would help as well. And all this stuff in here, we're gonna have to start working on. We're 54 years into the game. We need to get some more efficiency stuff happening for sure. We'll get the... Okay, so we finished the corrals. That's great. And then we can get to clean water. It looks like our water is doing okay with as many as we have now. I put in like probably 6 more big wells. I think I put in 2 more over here. Yeah, they just use a ton of water for, people, for how much water they make. The reservoir should be, I think they were like 1,000 when they were fully manned up. So we'll see how that works. And we'll do that in a second. We have this icon still. I thought we dealt with that. Got another one. Great. output of gathering structures plus 10%. Mining proficiency. We'll do output of gathering structures up. And speaking of mining, is our quarry empty yet? It's pretty close. 1%. All right. Very, very soon. And we'll get that tech point here in just a moment as well, and we'll get those reservoirs started. And then we can get some of those big well workers into the reservoirs. That would be a good spot for those guys, I think. We have our tailor not quite built yet. And our tools. Oh boy. Can we do anything for tools? Looks like we're going to need another blacksmith as well. Do we have advanced smithies? We do have advanced smithies. Excellent. We can put that guy... Well, if the iron's getting gathered, not up here. It's way up here, right? We should put a smithy in another smithy up over here. Oh, this guy's just needing steel. So let's change this recipe to iron tool then. And that should be all right. 8 laborers. We might as well put an extra person in there. Okay, great. Now let's get those reservoirs. Clean water, reservoir, boom. And right there. And these guys, of course, have to be on the water. And so, look at that. One right there. We can do one right now. Not quite right there. It's always the tricky stuff is the buildings that go on the water just are always so finicky. We could build across the water the way too, but okay, that'll work wonderfully. I see we have an event that doesn't really look familiar, so just look at it in just a moment. Okay, bee swarm. Okay, let's check that out. Spring wildflowers are blooming beautifully. Some citizens want to pick the flowers to decorate their homes, but soon discovered that this year's honey hives are extraordinarily numerous. There are so many beehives in the woods near the settlement. You want to clean up the hives? Sure. Citizens smoked away the bees with smoke, and we got beeswax and honey. The beeswax we were making from the apiaries, I did put in over here to make some soap with that. We don't have a fat worker over here, so it's not really doing anything. I noticed that our health was getting low and I wanted to check out our soaps, and it was because we didn't have enough workers working in there making soap, so they ran out. And I guess that makes sense. So once we get a couple more workers, we can really get that back and booming. This guy's looking for clay and stone and sand, huh? Okay, we're gonna need a lot of that stuff. We might have to get some more people working back in the sand pits here. Once this tailor is going to get done and the blacksmith up here is going to get done, it's going to take away a couple... Oh, we didn't build one, did we? We just put a person in there. Let's see how big that works. We absolutely have to get that smithy back up and running, or the tailor going again, though. We have tons of leather. Let's use it. Oh, we had tons of leather. I feel like we had more than that at one point. Maybe I'm thinking about packable. What can we do here? Can we use leather and packable? Down jackets? Yes, we can. And there we go. That'll work. Ooh, down to 2 laborers again. I'm really hoping for some more immigrants. Just kind of waiting on those guys, basically. Ooh, and it looks like this is ready to roll. Let's put in a couple more warehouses. How does this guy? 22%. Okay, we'll do 2 more. There we go. And then this Cutstone Road, we're gonna drag it across, and we'll finally tie in with the main road over here, like so. Okay, great. Our lanterns are at cap, so I turn that off. This guy's probably a cap, so we can get those 2 people back, so let's do that. We'll get people replaced, that's good. 1% on there. I just want to make sure that our transfer stations aren't too full here. This guy finally go through here. 380, 1,000, about 1,000. So yeah, if we could get 3,000 food from these 3 workshops, that's insane, I feel like. So yeah, we definitely want to get that going. We have our nurseries up here with our herb seeds. We have 30 herbs stacked up. That's good. 133 water. That's good. Without our reservoirs even. So once those things get kicking, it's going to be great. We'll have so much water and it's just going to be... It'll be good. We need it. We need to have it going. And then once we get that stuff going, we can get some people back in the sand pits, getting us some more sand and clay. And then base industry stuff is good to go again. Yeah, it's the stuff you got to revisit as you grow, and when you take in immigrants, that growth jumps, and it's harder and harder to keep up with that, especially when you're trying to get into other stuff like we did over here, and kind of just how it goes. So before we leave here, we are up to 5 piggies. So what we can do is, I'm gonna put piggies over here. We got Cliff, pig, and then this is corral number 17. Separate out 17. There we go. Pigs over there, and finally, that'll be it for this episode. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Survival. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night.